slip into unconsciousness. I would like another kiss. Hey, vinyl community. Welcome to Physical Format Rock and Roll. I'm Gary. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. So here's a topic that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. Those of you who go out there and try to find vinyl, like I do. I'm constantly going out to a handful of record shops that are, I can't say close to me, but fairly close, I guess, within an hour or so. Anyway, they call this going out in the wild. Used records, right? One of my favorites. You know, whatever, things I'm finding out there. I love to go through the bins to see what kind of treasure I can find. You're always looking for those grails or just the ones you don't have, or maybe a better copy of one that you do have. So what I want to do is just name a handful of albums that it seems like in my area, which is Ohio, I always see them. Every time I go, I see these albums. They're very common. And I'm just kind of curious how they match up with some of you out there, because I know we're all in different areas around the country, around the world, which is fantastic. So let's kind of make this a community thing. And afterwards, maybe you comment on some of the albums that you always see. Anyway, let's get started. So here's some albums that I see all the time. Now, granted, I don't always see them in the best of shape. Sometimes they're beat to hell, but they're always there. Okay, and a lot of times you can find a good copy of them. So Kansas Leftoverture, I see that every time I go out. Foreigner, Double Vision, that's pretty common. Foreigner 4 is pretty common out there. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. I tend to see that, but it's rare, very rare that I ever see one that is in good shape. Usually, you know, like I said, peanut butter on the bicycle tires, running over it a few different times. Bob Seger, 9 Tonight. I see that a lot. Great album, though. Styx, Pieces of 8. That seems to be the common one. I see Paradise Theater, a decent amount out there, but Pieces of 8, I see that all the time. Very common album. Let's see. Pink Floyd, Radiohead, Can't Carry Our Jock Straps. That's out there a lot. I see that one. Ted Nugent, Big Gun, Micro Penis, Volume 3. It's hard to believe that he had 2 volumes before that with the same title. And I think Volume 3, nobody bought it, so it's very common. You see it out there a lot. Ronnie James Dio, Bilbo Baggins Was My Friend. That's a good one. That's pretty common. Boston, sorry, this is not our first album you just picked up. A lot of people brought that one back. Depeche Mode, Ass Kickings That We Receive from Our Baby Sister. Probably not a lot of people want to hear that one, so it's common. Beach Boys, We'll Have Fun, Fun, Fun. Oops, I Shit My Pants. And Morrissey, Music for Masturbators. So those are ones I see all the time. Every time I go out to the record store, out in the wild, there they are. Now, I asked my sons, who live in different areas, to email me the albums that they always see in their area. So I got one son that lives in Southern Ohio, and the other son lives in California. And I'm pretty sure that one of their wives also contributed to this. So I have not read these yet. These are the common albums that they see all the time. So I will read them to you now. We'll both find out together what they read. So we've got another one by Ted Nugent. Under the Legal Limit. I don't know. That one Air Supply, Feelings. That makes sense. The Who, Huh? Illegal Immigrants by Foreigner. Hail Satan by Black Sabbath. I'm a Dweeb by The Offspring. And Your Wife Loves Me by Bon Jovi. So let's see what some other ones are here. So we've got Farts by Bad Company, which I understand that was during that time period. You know, were really bad company. You know, if you had company come over to your house, you wouldn't want them doing that. Vibrations by Motorhead. People brought that back because it was a horrible album. Mildly Upset by Quiet Riot. AA Bottoms by ZZ Top. Sweaty as Hell by Meatloaf. And then Assless Chaps by Judas Priest. Finally, the last five here. We have The Halls of Valhalla by Wham. We have Spit by Anne Murray. Wiener Schnitzel by the Scorpions. We have Europe by Asia. And then we have Asia by Europe. Those are all common. This is those last ones would be common evidently out in California. I can't say that I always see these. I would definitely pick up Spit by Anne Murray if I would see that one. Some of these I don't always see as much as they do, but they're in different areas. So anyway, I'd be really curious as to some of the albums that you guys find all the time. What's something common that every time you go, you seem to find those same albums out there? Must have been a whole bunch of them printed, and so they're left over, pretty common. I think this would be pretty interesting. I would love to read some of the comments that you guys have. Common albums that we all see out in the wild. Let's hear them. I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.